Hi there, how's it going? Today is Tuesday, December 31st, 2024. Currently 66 degrees Fahrenheit out there. That is 19 degrees Celsius. A warmish day here in Puebla, the fourth largest city of Mexico, just about 2 hours drive southeast of Mexico City. I flew in yesterday. As I mentioned in my last video, I was in Mazatlan over on the Pacific coast of Mexico. Hour and a half flight yesterday on Viva Aerobus, $170 US for a direct flight there. So I didn't end up filming yesterday, and so don't have anything to post today, but decided to make this video here in my room before I head out and go explore Puebla here and make another video tour exploring this really interesting and beautiful looking city. But this one I can film now, edit very quickly, and then go ahead and probably post it today, thanks to the pretty fast Wi-Fi there, and then you get something today, and then I will post the other video tomorrow. So first, before I get into this very important topic, especially for travelers, but for, lots of people, let's do a quick room tour. Very quick, small room, but very nice. Double bed here. You can see it is 11:40 in the morning. And then you have a very modern bathroom area, sink, toilet separate from the shower there. Not bad for $60 per night. And being 2 blocks from the Zocalo, the main square of Puebla here, and also being New Year's Eve. So happy New Year's Eve. I hope that everyone has a fun and safe evening and night tonight, and an epic 2025 safe and amazing travels to you all. So, on a very relevant topic to traveling, let's get to the subject of the recent commercial airliner crashes, 2 of which occurred, sadly, in the past week. One was going from, I believe, Azerbaijan. I forget where it was going to, but miraculously, about half of the people survived. Now, very tragically, it sounds like that very well was shot down by Russia. Vladimir Putin actually took some responsibility. He apologized anyways. He wouldn't have apologized for the crashing of that jet if he hadn't had some information indicating that it was Russian, military that, I guess, accidentally shot down this plane. So very sad situation there. The other one was a South Korean jet, and pardon me if I don't get every fact here exactly correct, because I have a lot of facts and numbers in my head to try to address this topic adequately and factually. And so a South Korean jet crashed, and miraculously 2 people, airline employees, survived who were in the back of the plane, which didn't break apart, and the rest of the plane was just kind of blown to pieces, and everyone else died, very sadly there. But in that case, it may have been birds getting in the way of the landing gear, something like that. They're still, determining the exact cause for both of these crashes. So, 2 major airliner crashes in a week. Is air travel safe? Yes, air travel is ridiculously safe. And so this is where I'm going to get to some numbers to put things in perspective. There are on average about 30 to 50 commercial jet crashes per year. Now, that number might not be jet crashes, specifically a jet being a larger plane. That is 30 to 50 commercial plane crashes per year. But that can, of course, include smaller planes. I've taken small little planes in Hawaii, in Alaska, 6 people, 10 people, whatever, on those planes. And so when there are major, huge commercial jet plane crashes, you hear about it in the news, as in the case of both of these. You can go months without hearing about any commercial airliner crashes. And so basically there seem to be just a few big planes crashing per year. In 2022, there were 158 fatalities as a result of airplane crashes, 158. So this is where you put things in perspective and realize, oh, yeah, there was a disaster, 2 disasters this past week. But when you put it in perspective to car crashes, you realize planes are ridiculously safe. So every year, there are approximately 1.35 million fatalities as a result of car crashes. I'm going to switch 1.35 million fatalities as a result of car crashes in 1 year. 20 or 30 million injuries from car crashes per year. So you have 158 fatalities from airplanes, 1.35 million fatalities, and much more injuries as a result of car crashes. There are like 3,700 fatalities per day from car crashes. So the reality is that every form of transportation is dangerous, every single one. Bicycling, boats, buses, walking. If you're going to go from one point to another, down the street to the market, ride your bike across town, take a boat in Greece from one island to the other, then there is a risk. Buses crash, boats sink, people fall down walking and break their legs and hit their head and maybe even die from walking, from running. Bicycle crashes. Every form of transportation comes with some risk. And when you look at all of them, airplanes are the safest. I'm not 100% certain on airplanes versus bicycles, for example, if you were to look at the exact numbers, every bicycle journey versus every airplane journey, etc. But basically, airplanes are ridiculously safe, especially when you consider the factors of flying at higher than the peak of Everest, at close to the speed of sound, in temperatures 40 to 50 degrees below zero, going across a vast ocean for hours and hours in which there's almost no land, and you're counting on very sophisticated technology to get you to the right place, the Hawaiian Islands or Fiji or Japan or wherever, in the dark. And so you put those all together and it sounds like, well, that is just a ridiculous, how can this possibly work? And yet it doesn't just work, it's incredibly safe. So ultimately what it comes down to is that flying is very, very safe. Life is a risk. Every day is a risk for various reasons. But when it comes down to the reality of the numbers, then one of the safest places you can be in the world is in an airplane. And that really defies logic and common sense, etc. But the truth is that the technology is just incredibly, incredibly precise, exact. There is no way that any form of transportation can be 100% safe. But air travel is almost 100% safe, almost 100%. The likelihood of being involved in an airplane accident is basically like winning the lottery. It's in the millions to one. So there are just millions and millions of flights every year, and yet only, a couple dozen or so crashes. So despite this, recent news of these terrible stories, then the reality is that flying in an airplane is actually very, very safe. And so just keep that in mind. There is the old expression, the most dangerous thing about taking a flight is the car ride on the way to the airport, and this is absolutely true. So safe travels, safe celebrations tonight for New Year's, and more coming from Mexico. See ya.